Hi, my name is Diani. I'm 23 years old, and my Instagram and business handle is at It's Been Real, two N's. I am a photographer. I live in Texas, Houston, Texas, Alston, Texas. And yeah, I've been shooting for seriously, about a year and a half, 2 years, but I've kind of been shooting all of my life. I began shooting because my godfather and one of my uncles were photographers, and I was just always really interested in their big cameras as a kid. I would buy like little disposable cameras, or I would buy like cheaper, maybe non-DSLR cameras, and just start taking pictures of my friends, the neighborhood, and I was just always loved images. What inspired me, I guess, just seeing my uncle's photos was really cool for me. I had my uncle shot more maybe family events, and my godfather shot his travels and family events, and I just love pictures. Even my grandmother, she's from Jamaica, and she would shoot like just on a disposable camera, like her adventures in Jamaica. And I just love storytelling through that way. And what inspires me now is I just love shooting portraits. I love shooting people who are not comfortable in front of a camera. I love shooting environmental portraits, or shooting somebody in where they work, where they eat, where their family lives, things like that, documentary style photography. All right. Again, my name is Diani Guyton, and find me at It's Been Real, two N's. Bye.
Hi, my name is Jovan Brooks. I'm 19 years old and I'm a student at Towson University. Currently, I'm a sophomore majoring in EMF, which is the electronic media and film track, and my focus is filmmaking. I started being interested in filmmaking when I was in high school, around the age of 14 or 15 years old, but I always had a love for writing. I grew up writing many different books, stories, and just other things overall that involved writing. And I always knew that what I wanted to do was take that craft and do something in the film world with it. I wanted to write on a television show or on movies, and specifically create my own television shows and movies. So I wanted to major in English, but I actually came to the realization that it just made more sense that I would major in film, since I kind of wanted to go into the film world anyway. And ever since I decided to go like specifically into film, I've been like way more, I guess, way more like creative in terms of what I know I want to do, what I know I want to make, and it also even expands into the idea of acting myself. I began this inspiration, like I said, when I was young. Ever since I was a young kid, I always, one, loved to write, and two, loved TV shows and movies. And so I would say that's overall where my whole love for great stories and filmmaking came from. Before I went to Towson, I was homeschooled. Basically, up until high school, I was homeschooled, starting in second grade all the way up to graduation. Homeschooling was a pretty great experience for me. I was still able to make a lot of friends because I would go to classes. I wasn't just always homeschooled, and I think it became a lot of who I am. It helped me become who I am today, and honestly, I wouldn't really change it. My inspiration in filmmaking is honestly just the ability to tell great stories. I want to tell stories that relate to things that I went through as I grew up, and I also want to just come up with great stories and worlds that, even though I may not have lived through them, it's something that I could easily see being put on screen or on the big screen, and being told as a great story. Finally, I'd say my overall goal is to be a director. That's my goal first, is to be the person who's not only creating my own films and shows, but directing them as well. But I also have other goals as well. Like I mentioned earlier, I would love to act, especially in my 20s coming up. In my early 20s, I would like to at least see if I would be able to act during that point in my life, during this upcoming point in my life. And in terms of film, once again, it doesn't just have to involve directing. I really just want to do anything that involves film at all. And yeah, that's my story.
Hi, my name is Joy Yanla. I go to Kennesaw State University. I'm 20 years old and I'm a model. I began modeling January 2019, so that was my 19th birthday, and me and a friend of mine went to the High Museum and we had a photo shoot. That was an amazing experience. So something that inspires me about modeling, or this is why I do modeling, is creative expression. I love being a part of a creative process. I love being the one that makes that come to life in the form of being a model. You really are a canvas when it comes to modeling, and whether it's clothing or a concept, you have to wear it well, be a canvas, bring it to life. So another thing that I love about modeling is the confidence that comes with being a model. Whenever I'm at an audition, or if I'm just in a room full of girls and guys who are models and designers, it's just nothing but amazing energy and confidence building. And no matter what you look like, and everyone has something that they can wear, and that's something that I really love about modeling. I'm inspired by Rihanna and Naomi Campbell. I love how they carry themselves and just present themselves as the best. So yeah, that's it, and that's me. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Javan Whittaker. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. Everyone knows New Orleans. Everyone loves New Orleans. We're a party city. You come there to have a good time, drink, great food, great music, great art. Whole culture is just above anything else that I've experienced so far. I'll say that. And I'm currently living in Atlanta, Georgia. Tell you a little bit about myself. I am an artist. Paint, I draw, I do digital work. I'm a model, I'm an actor. I also do work on clothing and photography. I came here not too long ago, 2 years ago, and I've been here ever since, trying to further my acting and modeling career while doing some art on the side. Some side stuff that I do on my YouTube channel, That Immortal Guy. I do funny skits, I do action skits, just to show the acting side of myself outside of art, because everyone knows me for art, painting and drawing and stuff like that. So I wanted to show a different side of myself, which is acting. I love acting. I've always loved acting. But no one actually ever seen me as an actor. They only either see me as an artist or a model, which isn't bad, but I got more to who I am. My brand is called That Immortal Guy. With the help of my girlfriend, I established the name. The way the name came about, That Immortal Guy, I'll give her props for that, but I would always call myself immortal. If anything were to happen, or if we were doing something reckless, me and my friends, I'd be like, don't y'all know I'm immortal? I can't be hurt, I can't be killed. And it kind of stuck, so she actually was able to twist it and make it my own thing. So thanks to her for that. When did I begin my art? I began my art when I was 3 years old. I realized that I had a hand for drawing, and art shaped me in many ways. Anime, manga, random art on the street, graffiti. I got into graffiti as a young kid. It's always just been really instilled in me from a young age that I wanted to love art. As far as my other art, as far as acting and modeling, I recently, I'll say, when I reached 19, 20, I decided I wanted to be a model. And it wasn't hard, but it wasn't hard for me to start. but keeping the momentum is what's difficult. And I got signed to my first agency, which is 5245 in New Orleans. She seen my potential. She signed me on, and after that, I started getting gigs for Coach, Under Armour. I started getting TV shows and commercials and things like that. So it was really nice. It made me want to further push more so my acting, because I always wanted to be an actor, but it more so made me want to push more for my modeling. Where can I be seen? I was in a mall in New Orleans. They had me plastered up all over the place. It was really nice on a jumbo screen and stuff. So that really pushed me to want to do more. Where else can I go? How far can I reach? What inspired me to do what I do, which actually is how I just answered my other question. It was just seeing myself and seeing my mother be proud of me, my little sister be proud of me, and see just how far I can go. Because, you know, you do something and you get tired of it and you're like, okay, I'm over this. But I've been drawing and doing art since I was 3, so that's automatically just love. It's instilled in me. Acting and modeling has been in me since Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin, all the old TV shows where they really just spoke to me on a different level. And that's it for my interview. Deuces. That immortal guy out.
Hey, what's going on? Alston Clark here. Peace to y'all. Me and Wesley go back to my homeschool days in DC. And, you know, I got into a little bit about me. I'm an artist, an entrepreneur as well. And I got into like art when I was 8, doing different summer camps that were like artistically focused. And that's when I learned about poetry. That's when I learned about storytelling. And those have just been kind of like things that have stuck with me throughout my years. Let's see, I went to Howard University and I graduated in wow, I'm just tired. I graduated in 2018. And then from there, I've been working, but on the side, I keep doing my art. I keep writing. And I have a brand which is called Zion Roar. And Zion Roar is really about helping people find their strength and their might to do whatever it is they was born to do. And I really try and encourage people to, you know, find the thing that makes them tick and then to do it every day, because that's really what you get your happiness from and your fulfillment. So in terms of me, like I be talking about art. Like I said, I do my poetry. I'm also a musician, and I'm in the process of, you know, working on new songs, new poems, and I be sharing them to people. You know, my Instagram page is Zion Roar, and my website is zionroar.com. In terms of entrepreneurship, I've always been into entrepreneurship at a very early age because my parents are entrepreneurs, so I just seen it from them. So it was a natural thing. And like now, what I'm doing is I'm actually selling herbal tea right here. It's called Phytanico herbal tea. And it's been a great learning experience in terms of like how to articulate a product to people, how to market, all those different types of things. And, you know, I'm just in it for the long haul, you know, trying to help people, you know, live healthy lives and fulfilling lives. That's what I do in a nutshell. I'm also really big into exercise. I love working outside in the park. That's my passion. And I'm going to do that until the day that I die, because I love doing that. Another thing about me, I'm super Afrocentric. I believe, you know, in Black people coming together as a race, you know, and understanding our strength and our might as the first people, as the parents of this earth. And, you know, all the things that entails. You know, I'm really big about knowing your history, knowing your roots, and connecting with them, and, you know, understanding yourself from a holistic perspective, and not just from the perspective that's portrayed on the media. Another thing about me is I'm really, really big on, like, you know, connecting with the earth, with nature. I'm really big on, like, gardening. I'm really big on hiking, you know, running. Like I said, I work out in the park. That's my optimal type of exercise, not just in the gym, but actually outside with the fresh in the air. I'm just a social person. I like talking to people, you know, I like to dance. I like to just chill. I like to be free, you know what I'm saying? That's my vibe. And I just want to share that energy with the world and keep on growing. And, you know, Wesley's my bro, like, that's my homie, like, regardless, bruh, you know what I'm saying? And I really support your channel, and I support what you're doing, bro, and your content is dope, and you just keep on coming with it. I'm going to support it every time. So peace, love, and strength. Might to everybody who's watching Zion Roar coming to y'all live. Keep going, do your thing, stand tall. Peace.
It's payday, fella.